Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Thursday, January 2nd, 2024. This is my daily vlog. Each morning I stand here and talk about what I've been doing next, and how it's going in my endeavors to make content creation indefinitely sustainable. So, I'll start by talking about yesterday. You know, each day the last week or so has kind of been rinse and repeat, kind of cookie cutter as I lead up to CES, but it's working, as you'll see. Yesterday in the morning, I completed the long form video for this morning, which is another, by the time you're watching this, it's out. It's another CES My Arcade reveal, and it's a good one. Reveal is kind of odd. It's the Game Station Go, which by now you've seen that it's out there, so I can talk about it. Look, it's been in cooking for a year now, and so it's much improved, and so kind of a sizzle reel drop this morning. So get to show that off. That will publish today, and we'll talk about how it did tomorrow. I expect, mark my words, I expect it's going to do really, really well. I think it's going to do even better than the Game Station Retro video, just because of the pent-up anticipation. We'll see. However, the video I made Tuesday for Wednesday did drop yesterday morning, and that was the Pac-Man Pocket Player Max, a little handheld premium, kind of like the pole position, this are top of the end now pocket player. That video has done 5,100 views. You can't keep Pac-Man down. I mean, as much as people will go, more Pac-Man, and then those videos do really well. So, yeah, more Pac-Man. That's why I saw a lot of comments even on it. Like, why are they just doing more Pac-Man? Like, dude, relax. They added like 100 more games under license from Sega and Capcom. And yeah, so I think they're doing okay as far as adding things, but they're not going to stop making Pac-Man, The afternoon, then I did the long completion. What I do, the beginning of the long form for tomorrow. It's tough to keep these all straight because they're kind of staggered by day. I actually wrote and shot the long form for tomorrow morning, and I'll work on editing that today. We'll talk about that in a second. And then in the evening, of course, we recorded 1980s Now. Myself, Kat, and Will got back together for the first time in the new year. We were off for a couple of weeks. That was great fun, as you might have expected, so I hope you got a chance to check that out. If not, the audio podcast of that will be available Monday on the 1980s Now feed. Okay, where are we at? Let's talk about stats. And they've been... The reason for doing all this My Arcade coverage leading up to CES was the opportunity to get more traffic leading into CES, and it's working. So check out this little chart. I'd like to be at or above this midpoint, which represents 13,000 views and 80 subscribers average over the last 7 days. Climbing again. So 16.6 thousand views, well above our 13,000 midpoint target. Still off the chart with subscribers, 175 subscribers. Yesterday was another almost 200 day, 190 something. Keeps on cooking. And if we're going to talk about subscribers, let's look at the current stats. Yesterday we were at 73,003 and a half. This morning we were at 73,000, not 4, 5. 73,500 and about a third last time I looked. So hence the almost 200 day, as I'd mentioned. So today, rinse and repeat once more, right? So today, first, the new podcast is out right now. The one we edited on Tuesday, all about Berserk, the arcade game, that's out. You can hear it right now wherever you listen to your podcasts if you're interested. Today, I will complete the long form video for tomorrow that I started, and I think that's the last teaser video I'll have to do before CES, but that's Friday, so we're almost at the end of the week. I'll get that done, ready, published, scheduled, all that stuff. And then in the afternoon, I need to start doing some gathering of stuff for CES. I got to find and charge my gimbal, charge batteries, find a tripod I'm taking, just paraphernalia that I take whenever I travel for GenXGrownUp, especially if I'm doing production, which I'm going to be doing. So I got to start gathering that stuff up and get it ready, do laundry and stuff like that. You could say, well, John, you can do it over the weekend. I'd like to have my weekend for my weekend if I can, so try to do some of that stuff this afternoon. Before I leave you this morning, I wanted to share progress on the Supercut. So you'll remember after the Friday plays, we started that series and did the whole year. At the end of the year here, the last week of December, I released a Supercut, which contained every single episode together with all the intros and outros taken off. 8.5 hour video. It's all repeat content, but the goal was to get lots of views. Views lead to revenue. So, I want to show you the progress on it. First, I want to show you to ensure more traffic. I've added that to the GenXGrownUp YouTube front page. So if you're not subscribed, it gives you a please subscribe video. If you are subscribed and you go now, you'll see the Supercut, which is great representation of the kind of stuff we cover, and there's lots of it and good opportunity to get a lot of eyeballs on it and keep it at the top of the list all year long. So taking a look at the stats for that thing, it has done only 2,400 views. Not a big deal, right? That's okay. It's all right. It's not about how many people click, right? If only 5 people say hello, but they each hand you $1 million, guess what? You have $5 million. So as long as when they click, they stay, that's what we're looking for. 2,400 views, however, look at the watch time. It continues to climb beyond the average, 764 hours of watch time on that thing for only 2,400 views, which is crazy, but it's because it's so long. So that video continues to do the job it was intended to do, but we'll keep monitoring it throughout the year. And Friday Plays will kick off in a couple of weeks when we get back from CES. We'll start that up again. That will be the building block #1 for the Supercut at the end of next year, right? So, okay, let me go get after it. It is time. I want to go ahead and thank you for popping in to check out today's vlog. Of course, if you're here every day, I love you for being here. Thank you so much for being part of this support system and keeping me motivated and keep going. Have a great Thursday. Don't forget to do something good for yourself. And I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.